So I'm going to do this video for you guys on why you find yourself living alone. And for myself, I've been living by myself for the longest time. And how long that's going to continue, we're going to have to see. But I'm telling you something right now. If you are not okay with living alone, you're never going to be okay, bruh. Especially for men. Women, on the other hand, might be more inclined to want to live with somebody else, but as a man, bro, if you genuinely enjoy living alone, you are going to have a massive advantage over men who don't want to live alone. And living alone and not living alone are totally different things, as we know. Like, I love to live alone. And it doesn't mean I would not love to live with somebody else, depending on who it is. But no matter what, at the end of the day, bro, I will always love to live alone. Always, always, always. I could do it for the rest of my life. Will I do it for the rest of my life? I don't see it, because a family will be involved and everything else at some point and yada, yada, yada. But here's the thing. I would always find enjoyment. I love my peace, tranquility from living alone. And this is not to offend somebody else who may live with me or whatever's going to go on, but it's the truth. You put yourself in a position where you don't codependently need nobody, bro. Nobody. This is the goal. You should love to be by yourself. You should love to live alone. It doesn't mean you don't have a social life. You can be out there talking to others, active on your cell phone with friends and whoever else, but living alone means no one else lives in your home on a daily basis. You're the only one that lives in your home. That is like a luxury for a man. And if you're a man and you don't like that luxury, you have a lot of work to do. So there's a lot of men today that live alone, and a lot of men don't like it. There's a lot of men that live alone today, and a lot of men like it. Who do you guys think is in the better picture here? Who do you guys think has the upper hand? Men who don't want to live alone are significantly less attractive than men who do live alone or could easily live alone. Even if you're a man and you do live with somebody else, you still would love to live alone. Because let's be real, bro. If you guys get yourself a woman and a family and everything else, there's going to be times where you miss the days where you lived alone. I don't care who she is. I don't care. It's that's the way it's going to be. But at the end of the day, in order to have a family, you know what you have to do. So, yeah. There's just something about, bro, that real men love their peace and tranquility. Like, we can make ourselves feel good. We can exercise. We can eat clean. We can get the right electrolytes in and ingredients. And, bro, we just feel good. We could literally be just doing not much. Just whatever. And be having a good time. It don't really matter at the end of the day because we feel so damn good. That's the difference. You're at peace when you're a disciplined man. You're at peace when you put in the work. You're at peace when you understand how to live a life as a man. And for others to come in and disrupt that, you just see through it. You start to see how much of a joy it is to be by yourself. Because you don't want no inexperienced people around you, bro. You don't want no crazy people around you. Like, you just would rather not. Me, I like calm people. I like intelligent people. I like people who know how to keep to themselves. to not disrupt my mood or my energy or anything. And it's very hard to do that, but if you get a toxic enough person around you, they will do that. So, bottom line is, men love their peace, and this is why a lot of you find yourself living alone today. And bro, like, there might be times where you question it, or you have thoughts of, oh, it'd be nice to have a partner and all this, until you have a partner. And then you realize how fortunate you are to have your peace and to live by yourself. Because, bro, you can't go wrong having your shit together as a man, living by yourself. You can't go wrong. You literally can't. Like, it's not a negative, it's a positive. And the only way I see it for any men to have a woman in their lives, or to live with a woman, or to get married, or have children, or whatever's going to happen, is if the good significantly, and I mean significantly, outweighs the bad. That's why I've been single for such a long time. And it took a long time for me to not be single, because, bro, you got to find yourself the ideal situation where a woman's going to give up everything for you. She's going to put in work. She's going to be who she has to be for you, because that's how big of a catch you are. That's the only way a man should even be in a relationship. And guess what, bro? If that stuff starts to stop, get out of there. Do not tolerate no fuckery. Do not tolerate. And, like, there might be a time where, because nobody's perfect, that your woman gets out of pocket a little bit or something like this, but the good, for the most part, has to significantly outweigh the bad. No toxic shit, no cheating, obviously, nothing like that. No her talking to other men, not even one time. Because if it happens once, bro, what do you think is going to continue to happen? You think it's not going to happen again? Of course it will. But if she never does it, then that's what it's supposed to be. None of y'all as women should even want to talk to another male. And if you have a good woman in your life, you should not even want to talk to another woman. This is just how it goes. Like, that's what family is. You're focused on your family. You're focused on her. She's focused on you. You're focused on each other. You're individually focused on yourselves as well, to continue to be the person you're supposed to be. You come together and you create a family. So this modern day stuff, bro, is just out of pocket. It's completely unacceptable. Even most people that's in relationships, I would not be in that. You gotta be kidding me. But some guys settle for less. Some girls settle for less. And they find themselves in that position because they did settle for less. They didn't want to wait. They didn't want to be more disciplined. They didn't want to put in the work. They just kind of took what was there. They just kind of took it, you know. They didn't wait it out. They didn't put in a bunch of work. They didn't have these demanding standards, which you should. And when I say demanding standards, if the people that's going to be in your life starts to break those standards, they have to go, because it's going to affect you in a negative way. And a man with standards is a high value man. You live by your standard. You have the same standard for everybody else. You have things that's acceptable. You have things that's unacceptable. This is the way it should be. You can't accept fuckery, bro. You can't accept bad, stupid behavior. Like, unacceptable. It's better to live alone. So as a man, or even a woman, like, if you find yourself living alone, it's not a negative. It is a positive. A lot of people today want to live alone. I love it. I'll never not love it. Regardless of the situation I'm in, I will always love it. Bro, I can walk into my house at any time and not think twice about it. There could be people at my house. I can just walk into my own house and just be in a fantastic mood. I'm not all up on everyone's shit all 24/7 trying to just be talkative all the time, bro. I need a second. I need space. Like, I need that. Everybody needs it. Things get suffocating. And when you live with people, things get suffocating, things get toxic. Time apart makes things stronger. Time apart builds things stronger. You have to give yourself a second to miss somebody to appreciate them, because if they're in your face 24/7, it's going to get ugly. It's going to get nasty, argumentative. The tension's going to build. So space is good. Living alone is good. Living with somebody else too could be good if both people who's involved understand how things have to be. It can't just be however. Things gotta go a certain way. So as a man, you're the one that has to hold the standard. Because you're the man of the house. Things do have to go a certain way. Because if it doesn't, if you just let whatever happen like so many men do, guess what? You get clowned around, bro. You get emasculated. You have this woman coming at you in ways, and you're just sitting there taking it, and you don't speak up. You have to speak up. You have to let it be known how it is. Like, you're not going to let this happen. You're not going to let this happen. And if she ain't on board with that, she can go. You're going to keep living your life. This is how you stay a man. This is how you keep her feminine. This is how you stay masculine. But in so many households today, and I don't want to say who or what, but I know people that live very close to myself right now. This dude's chick got a stranglehold on him. Like, bro, like, it's to the point, like, he's just under a spell. He's under, like, surveillance with this girl, bro. Like, not himself. Can't do things by himself. It has to be her way. And she's just naggy and rude and just, bro, you can walk away from stuff like that. You can walk away from stuff like that. Keep being who you are. You don't play into it. You don't surrender to it. You get there, bro. This is why, this is why most people find themselves living alone today and love it. Far more than being in a situation like that. That cannot be the case. I also know men. I have an uncle. He's very successful. Entrepreneur. Like, he owns cottages. He owns a big home that him and his family live in. I think all their kids are old enough that they're out now, but it's just him and his wife now, my aunt and uncle, and they have a massive home. It's just them there now. He sells alcohol. He sells those kinds of beverages. Like, he makes craft beer. He sells that. Had a lot of success with it. He owns cottages, rents those out. Like, there's just a bunch of different things he does. I'm pretty sure he came out with a new water that's sold not in plastic. I forget what the material is, but it's not plastic, and it's like, I think it's bottled water, but like in bottles, but it's not in plastic. And I guess that's having a bunch of success. But the point I'm making here is, I know how this man and this woman are together. This woman is in her feminine. This woman is submissive. This woman is living a happy life because she knows her man has got this. He does many different things. And he's got it. Like, she doesn't have to be all crazy because he's got it. And she submits to that fact. She submits into knowing what's going on there between the two. But a lot of women today, they won't do it. They will not do it. You even see some successful guys, their woman is still argumentative. Their woman will not submit. Their woman has a mouthpiece on her. And you cannot, bro, be in situations like that. You have to cut that off. Because if you don't, you're never going to become the man you're supposed to be. Your woman has to understand these things. If she does not understand these things, if she's not on board with these things, she's got to go so you can grow as a man. And one day, have that type of scenario, and it would be a beautiful thing. Because women have their jobs and their duties, so don't we. Our jobs and duties ain't to be dicked around. Our jobs and duties isn't to sit there to argue with some female, bruh. They can argue with a wall for all I care. It does not matter. It's not your job. But a lot of women today, and I know a lot of them, they bring their men into that BS, not knowing how hard their men have to work, and they still do it. It's like they just don't get it. And if they don't get it, whose fault is that? If you try to explain this and they don't understand and they just keep being how they are, whose fault is that? Don't be with women like that, bro. Do not do it. But anyways, another reason why you find yourself living alone in today's world is because you guys fully understand how crazy majority of the people are. All types are crazy. Most people, bro, you can't live with. Like, I got to a point I didn't know if I'd ever find a person I could live with. I've been to that point before where I'm not sure, bro. Some of my friends know me well, and they're like, bro, I don't know how you would ever live with a woman. I don't know how you would do it. I don't even think you'd live with a dog. That's what they were saying, and it was hilarious. Like, we were all laughing because there's some truth to it, bro. Like, I just run things a certain way, and when things, get out of hand, or people's being in the house and they're just not as professional as me and they're just doing stupid shit, it's like, it just feels like you're monitoring children. So it's hard to find committed people who don't act out of pocket, who understand their role, who understand they have work to do on their end to keep the relationship booming. Obviously you do, and that's your focus, but you have to have somebody else, bro, that is their focus. They're focused on being better so things can work with you. Yes. How many women today is willing to do that, bro? Almost none. Almost none. They just think they're perfect. Nah. Those are the females, bro, that they are so stuck in their way, it's not even funny. And they will ruin you, bro. They will ruin your life. You don't want a female like that. You want a female who's catering to you because she knows you got this. She knows this. And she knows with or without her, you got this. That makes them want you 10 million times more. That makes them behave. That is what you want. That is the type of behavior you want from a woman. It's not toxic. It's the way it should be because you're the man of the house. You run the show. You're not there to be dicked around and emasculated and made a fool of. Them trying to bring your confidence down, them trying to bring you down, bro. You don't need nothing like that. You guys right now that are single, living alone, you guys are blessed. You guys are more blessed than you could possibly think. There's nothing wrong with living alone. Everyone today thinks you just have to have a partner. You just have to have this family and white picket fence BS. Sure, it can work, but today, bro, it's very, very difficult to make something like that work. No one has it easy, and it's not confirmed for nobody for sure. That's exactly why you as a man, or even some of you ladies out there, focus on making yourself happy. Be disciplined, be dedicated, be happy with your own individual life. It is very possible. It's easy if you're disciplined, but it's very hard if you're not, because you're not doing the things you're supposed to be doing. You're not taking care of yourself. It's going to be hard. That's why you find yourself more so needing a partner, needing somebody, because you ain't full. You have to fill yourself up. You have to prioritize yourself and your life and your goals, your dreams, your missions, your aspirations. You have to prioritize everything, your health, your fitness, just everything. And you would be surprised at how good you will feel from prioritizing the right things rather than the wrong things. If you guys are prioritizing a toxic person, you deserve every ounce of bad things that's going to happen to you, and I'm going to tell you why. The bad things that's going to happen to you is going to wake you up, and that is what you need. You need to get woken up more and more and more. You have to get hurt more and more and more to wake up more and more and more. It didn't take much for me to wake up, but it didn't take much at all. The littlest things that goes against me, bro, I'm awake. I understand what I have to do now. Very best. Nobody's gonna quit me, bro. Nobody. I will come out on top. God willing, God bless. That is the mindset, bro. There's no other mindset. That's how it has to be. But anyways, guys, I just want to remind you guys that living alone is a blessing. And if you think it's not, you have work to do. Point blank period. Because it is a blessing. And you could find yourself in a very cursed position if you think it's going to solve all your answers to start living with somebody else. Bro, having your peace is important. Having your own trains of thoughts is important. Being able to become successful, self-sufficient is important. It's needed for every man. And you must be that in order to be happy, because no one's going to come around and just make you happy. It's on you, bro. And with that being said, God willing, God bless. We will see y'all at the top.